Hello everybody, Ian Robson here. Welcome back to an episode of Coffee with Ian. Actually, I've already drank half of my coffee already. I just realized. Probably should have filled it up before I started doing this. Eek. It's the way it goes. So today I'm recording this. It is a Thursday, December the 14th. Because this weekend coming up, I'll be moving into my new apartment finally. I got the keys a while ago, but I just haven't moved in yet. Just because I didn't have it more like the rest of my stuff here. So this weekend, I'm grabbing all the rest of the stuff from the old place, putting in the new place, yada yada yada. We've all moved before, basically, so it should be kind of interesting. What else is there? I also have regular internet again starting this weekend, so I'll be able to stream at a proper resolution again, which will be nice, and be able to upload videos hopefully a bit more regularly again. Although I've been pretty good still, even though the internet here is a little bit slower. I've been able to stay fairly regular with my videos, which is pretty good, so I've been pretty happy about that. My dad's been very patient with me in my uploading, because basically when I upload a video here, it's just like bleh, and then he can't do anything else. And he does a lot of work online as well, with some of his jobs. So anyways, I'm sure he'll enjoy that again. So what else? Well, the big thing that came out was the ETS2 DLC, Special Transport DLC, I believe that's out now. Which is really neat, actually, because it allows you to have a pilot car in front and a pilot car in the back, and then apparently people will like gawk as you're driving by, so you'll be like, oh, what's that? Sort of thing. So apparently I've been told. I haven't seen it for myself yet, but that's what I've been told. So I'll have to get the Mercedes out there, put the triaxles on it, and then do some special transports with that. Again, I haven't tried Italia, so maybe we can do two at the same time, driving to Italy a little bit with a special transport, although Italy is kind of rough to drive in. That would be rough. I don't know. As far as I know, you actually there's a designated path you have to follow as well, and if you deviate from that path, then you can lose points and you don't accomplish the mission, so to speak. So it looks kind of neat, actually. And the pilot car thing is kind of cool. Now, one thing I was just mentioning to Country Gaming there was the fact that it's not in American Truck Sim yet. Although usually what they do is for that kind of transport, they often will do like ETS first, because that's like their flagship, and then do ATS after that at some point, which is fine. They did that with the heavy transport cargo. Like for example, I believe it was released ETS first with the articulating, what they call those, steering axles, and then in American Truck Sim after that with the extra, I guess it'd be dollies, would it be? Extra axles, I guess. However you want to call those things. I think they're dollies, I guess. Anyway, so they added that, and it was after the fact, so yeah, that'll be kind of neat. So maybe they'll add that after Christmas. I was surprised they brought that DLC out so quickly, but with I heard that Squirrel was streaming it the other day there, so he probably, well, usually when he streams, it's pretty close to, usually it's not necessarily an alpha, it's probably in like just before beta, but I guess it was pretty quick and they were good to go, so I'm happy about that. That was like a double shot before Christmas. They got the Italia DLC and you got the special transport for ETS, or for ATS you have New Mexico as well. So yeah, that's kind of cool. It's a lot of driving games out right now, and there's still that Codemaster Humble Bundle. So if you want to get like Dirt 4 at a super discount, if you want to get Formula F1 2016, F1 2014, if you want to get Dirt Rally, like it's like, I think it's like $15 for all those. It's such a cool deal, so it's a pretty amazing deal. I would, if I didn't, I'm still considering getting it just for Formula 1, just because I want to try that game out, and I didn't want to drop $70 on something I may not play very often. So, because even 2016 I think is still $66 Canadian, I think. So I don't know. And then I'll get Dirt Rally again, which I can probably give away to somebody because I already have Dirt Rally, which is a fantastic game. Really enjoy it. And then Dirt 4, the rally in that is pretty good too, actually. So, although when I tried it for the very first time, I compared it. I'm like, this seems so much easier than Dirt Rally, because Dirt Rally is like a bit more hardcore, I found, than Dirt 4. But I don't know, it gets more difficult as you progress. So, anyways. What else is new and exciting? There was, what was the other thing that came out the other day there? Oh, what was it? No, I talked about that one. It was the trucking game that was like ETS. That came out a while ago. Yeah, I think that's the only big thing. I guess it'll probably be a Steam Christmas sale if that hasn't already started. I don't know. I haven't looked actually. I try not to buy any. There's only a few games that I really want to jump on and get. Man, I just don't have I don't have a crazy amount of time right now. I need to wake up earlier in the morning. So right now, I wake up at 5:30 every morning, which is not early enough, because when I start to record my videos around 6, it's usually actually about 6:15. So then I only have like 45 minutes. So if I run into any kind of issues or anything like that, 6:15 is a little bit too late. So I may have to go back to my 5 a.m. wake ups. We'll see. I'll have to work back to that, because once you change your wake up time, then you just, maybe I'll just do like, 5:15 or something like that. I don't know. I still go to bed super early. Like I think like right now I go to bed at something like, what is it? Yesterday it was like 10 to 8. I tell my dad, all right, I'm gonna hit the hay. He's like, yeah, it's like 10 to 8. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I guess it is, eh? I was ready for, I wasn't super tired, but I was just like, okay, time to go to sleep, sort of thing. So I didn't in the end. I ended up reading a book for, half an hour. Then I talked to my wife on the phone for a bit, and then I went to bed at like 9 o'clock. So yeah, I guess that would be considered like an old man style. So, oh, that's okay. What else is there? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much else to say right now. What else? In terms of the moving, it should be kind of interesting actually. This is the first time I've moved in like 10 years, so my wife has been amazing and packed. Like basically what happened when the move is, I moved here, my wife stayed back in the old place, and then I basically said like, well, what do you want me to pack? I can pack up anything you like. But the problem we ran into was she needed most of that stuff still. So unfortunately, she's like, well, I guess you can't pack, the kitchen up, for example, or, the rest of the living room up. So I guess I gotta do it myself, which is unfortunate, but it's the way it worked out, because I've been here for like since October the 10th or something like that. So, and she's been there. So what's basically kind of happened is she's lived there for a couple months without me, or however long, I don't know how long it's been, 3 months or whatever. So she needed most of the stuff still. So that's the reason why it kind of worked out in this bizarre way. So she packed up all the stuff in the old apartment. Has been amazing. So Julie, if you're watching this, you rock. I'm pretty sure she's not gonna watch this though. But hey, never know. Maybe I'll just tell her I said something like that in the video, and she may be like, oh, did you? Let me go check that. And then she'd be like, high five. She's awesome. And I think with that, folks, I think I call it there for today. I can't think of anything else that I really want to talk about this particular time. Oh, actually, I guess the other thing I would say would be related to computer upgrade. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to wait till closer to Christmas, maybe on Boxing Day, and see how the prices fluctuate a little bit. Right now, it is about a $1,600 setup, which is a bit pricier than I normally would pick up a computer. But I stepped up a bit. I went to like a more powerful CPU and a more powerful GPU, because if I want to step into VR at all, that computer would be able to do it. And if I don't, that's fine too. It'll work some of the bigger games like CSX Heavy Haul, like the train game from Dovetail Games. That I want to play more of that game, but this computer doesn't do a great job of handling. And a lot of computers, even at the high-end computers, don't do a great job of handling it. And maybe they've done some updates since I last played it to make it more, I don't know, not playable. I guess playable is the right word in this context. Like I was able to play it, but it was, I had to be careful where I went and what I did, because if I went to somewhere specific, you could see like, just be like shutting it down, like work here sort of idea. So, anyways, yeah. And then of course the graphics card wouldn't necessarily be for farm sim. Like what I have right now is fine for farm sim. Usually it's on farm sim side is what causes problems, not necessarily on your side a lot of the time. So, like when I run into County Line. Actually, speaking of County Line, somebody, Donald suggested, and there was one other person who suggested a map called Mills County, which is by the same guy who made County Line, and it kind of has that same sort of feeling to it. So, I'm gonna check it out. Maybe this weekend. But if you've played on a map called Mills County, leave a comment below with what your thoughts are. Is it worth doing a Let's Play on? Like I said, I probably will just take the equipment from County Line and put it in Mills County, because I don't want to start from scratch again. So yeah, that's it. Let me know. Anyways, that's it for me today, folks. I hope you enjoyed. My name's Ian Robson, and until next time, enjoy the coffee.